morning guys, so welcome to today's Spirit Vibe for August 3rd. So we're using the Past Life Oracle and we're using the Spellcaster's Tarot. So 4 and 2, the decks have been cleared, so let's get into this. There are one of the messages for August 3rd. August the 3rd. Cute. Oh, interesting. Two kind of go together. Okay, so one more please. One more for August the 3rd. Okay. Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Okay, the card that we have at the end is spirituality and religion. Okay. I don't know. Like we have that candle. The candle is how we see things. It is the light. Maybe if somebody is being guided to look further and deeper into their spirituality, like because the Bible is there, I don't know whether someone has to read the Bible. It doesn't literally have to be a Bible, but maybe somebody is starting to read up more on spiritual things. And I am here in the New Testament, so somebody does need to read the New Testament. I've read parts of it myself. The New Testament is full of spiritual warfare. That's why I always recommend anyone to read the New Testament. The rest, that's entirely up to you. It feels like someone's put a lot of faith into it. Look at how their hands are. It's like somebody's very much open to receiving this spiritual knowledge, or maybe even this religious knowledge. They found that spark again, because that's what that candle is like, that spark of life. So it's like maybe somebody even becomes alive when they talk about spiritual matters, or maybe even religious matters. Okay, feels like this is somebody who also was deeply into this in their last life. Okay, but they didn't quite, they weren't getting it plateaued. They didn't quite plateau, so they didn't get to finish something. It wasn't everything that they could have done in that lifetime, or everything that was within them. It's like somebody didn't get to reach their full potential in the last lifetime. It feels like it was cut short, is what I want to say. But it's this lifetime that you gotta finish something. You really gotta finish something. And the way they see these cards. So the first card that we have is monk or nun. You can't make it up. So spirituality, religion, monk and nun. So for some of you are, like I have a lot of nuns around me. I have done so for years. Like I have 3 guides. I know they've been around me for many years. 3 nuns are all I've seen around me for a very long time. It does feel, because look, this hand is in the position of prayer. Okay, so maybe someone needs to pray. It's not a bad thing. It can release a lot of peace of mind. We also have the card, which I'm free really does go with it, biblical. Yeah, so like when I look at that biblical, it just feels like going back to old times or old ways of working, of doing things, maybe to be of service, to be of prayer, to be, it's like I want to say somebody's life is going to be reborn, and I don't mean like in a religious way, but it's like somebody's starting to see in their life what needs to change. Somebody needs to, you know, become more religious, become more spiritual, become more service to the light, is what I want to say. Come back to who you were in a previous lifetime, because it's like somebody, feels to me like somebody's soul is so far away from where they need to be in this lifetime, or seriously where they were in the last lifetime, or another lifetime. It doesn't have to just be the last lifetime, because it's like somebody was well able to work at this. I feel somebody really was in service. It was their craft. They were very dedicated to this. So it feels like somebody's maybe has, that's what I mean, like come so far away from where you should be. So somebody's meant to be working on it in this lifetime, and I feel like they're not putting enough in, or they haven't, and now they're starting to realise it. So it's going to be different for all of you guys, but it just feels like working on your spiritual self is very important at this time. Now of course it's very important for us all, but it feels like specifically it's very important for somebody, because they have to continue on something that they didn't neat that they didn't get to do the last time, okay? The third card we have is scribe or writer, okay? So, and look, I'm going to go with the fourth card is love life. It feels like somebody's going to be writing something about their love life. I really felt that when I saw the two cards. It feels like somebody, like for someone could be just writing a letter to you, a love letter, but I feel like somebody is noting things about their life, their love life. It also feels that maybe, for some people that they have read their Akashic records into their love life, in to see who their soul partner is, or their soulmate, or their twin flame, or whatever. Somebody's looked further into this and maybe educated themselves with this, yeah? We do have the book there as well. Feels like somebody's love life goes back to that biblical time, back to the very start of life. The word I'm actually seeing is progression, so somebody's love life has progressed a lot from lifetime into lifetime. It feels like it's something very much sealed with fate, is what I want to say, because I'm so drawn to that ink where it's sealing that note, and that's what it feels like. Someone's love is very much sealed. It comes from the very start of, I want to say the word humanity. I really want to say those words, humanity, back at the very beginning. Back at the very beginning. It also feels like someone here is really willing with that biblical to put some hard work in here. Someone maybe has been praying and working on their vibration, working on their spirituality, to be able to spiritually align maybe to somebody who is meant to be on the path in this lifetime. So if someone's meant to be on the path of this lifetime, maybe they have to spiritually raise up a bit. Do you get me? Maybe they're not at that level that they need, or they should be at this stage of the game. I don't know why I want to say game, because love is not about a game. Look what's underneath that, spirituality, religion. We have male and female, so there could be a male and female here, backs turned to each other, not in communication, not talking. Maybe both, one needs to more spiritually rise up and look more into things if they want to have this love life. So let's get into it. Let's get two from monk or nun. I want to say that it's like something, like I know it's a monk or nun, but it feels like someone who's a real angel, someone that has a really pure heart and a pure soul. And it's somebody who, because of the hands on prayer, is somebody who has a lot of faith. The words I heard is they have a lot of faith, not expectation. So somebody's not putting an expectation on something, they're putting it into the hand of the divine and having faith and trusting the process. And do you know how many people that I hear say those words, trust the process, but don't trust the process? They're hypocrites. You have to trust the process, even if we don't understand it, even if our ego doesn't like it. We have to stop putting expectation in and trying to control people, control the outcomes, because control needs to be let go of. And so many people control it that they don't even realise that they're controlling. They can see the control by other people, but they don't feel maybe their milder ways are actually under the category of control. Like a lot of people don't seem to understand this. We can't give a time frame for anything. We can't dictate when someone has to do something. That's out of our hands. It's really out of our hands. There's nothing we can do about that. Everything happens very easily. We have to trust the process of why something is not working out, or why something is being delayed. It's for a reason. Okay, let's get two from monk or nun. Okay. We have the Three of Pentacles and we have the King of Cups. Somebody wants to work together with somebody. Somebody really wants to start from the ground up. Start from the groundwork and really build a better foundation for themselves right now, because if they're in need to build a foundation, it means that they don't have a foundation, or maybe that the current one was hit with a tower moment or whatever. Yeah. With the King of Cups, so Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, male. King of Cups can be the father, but it's someone who's in love. It's someone who has a lot of love within them, who wants to take care of somebody. They want to take care of somebody. They want to nourish someone, they want to love someone, they want to protect someone, because that's what the King of Cups does. He's a protector, he's so full of love. And the King, it's someone who's emotionally mature, someone who is able to love and able to express love and able to show love. Not a page, it's a king. Do you know what I mean? There's a difference. So it's like this king is emotionally leveled up, is the word I'm getting, wants to start a foundation, wants to initiate something, wants to work as part of a team with somebody. This is what somebody's praying for. I really feel this is what somebody is praying for with those hands up there. Right, let's get one more for monk or nun. Somebody is trusting that this is maybe this is the guidance or it's evil, and they're trusting this. Maybe this is what they're praying for. One more for monk or nun. Thank you. Well, there we have the devil. We're the devil of a monk or nun. Such as dark energies here, trying to affect someone's brightness, someone's true path. That's what I want to say, because I'm just so drawn to that candle of spirituality and religion. Someone with dark energy, not the devil himself. 11-11-22, as I said that. The dark energy here is trying to, feels like erupt is the word I got, erupt at somebody, or maybe even erupt within somebody here. Could be dealing with a Capricorn, we don't have to be. But the devil could talk about like obsessions. Feels like someone could be quite obsessed here. The word out is obsessive, not job. Sorry. Well, I did hear that. I did hear that. I know somebody really needs to work on the darker aspects of self with that devil card, because the devil can talk about ego, it can talk about lust, obsession. I don't know, the word I just seen written was fixated, so it's quite fixated on something. These are not, I'm just going to close this window because I don't want all these little images fucking flies in the top of me, they'd be fucking annoying me. Maybe somebody needs to work on those darker aspects of self. It feels like somebody's just been overindulgent in not in the right ways though, because it's covered monk and nun, we have spirituality and religion, so maybe somebody needs to focus more on that, focus more on the lighter stuff, the higher self stuff of spirituality and religion, not on the lower shadow self of this three-dimensional stuff of the ego, of lust, of greed, of obsessions. I keep getting obsession, something's quite obsessed. What have we got at the end? Oh, so we could be dealing with Capricorn. We have the 5 of Wands, so it feels like there's a lot of jealousy and there's a lot of drama. Jealousy, drama, attention seeking. Because when I look at this, I'm like, there's so much unhealed wounds within somebody here with that devil. Unhealed, don't want to heal it. Somebody's at war with themselves. Someone may feel like there's some sort of a competition to, I don't know, spiritual and quickly progress. I don't know, but we can't do anything quickly in this life. We have to do step by step. We have to lay that foundation. If your foundation isn't right and you try to jump into something, you're going to get a tower moment. You're going to get a blockage because you haven't done it the right way. Where Saturn wants us to do things step by step the right way. None of us can jump a step in spiritual levels in life. We can't do it. We have to go step by step. So I don't know, it feels like someone may be trying to cheat. Yeah, trying to get a head start in something, but without doing the proper work. That's what it feels like. We can't. We have to do it step by step. We just have to. Okay, let's get 2 for biblical. 2 for biblical, please. Thank you. With the energy. We have the 5 cups. So someone's in a very sorrowful place. Very sad place. Grieving. Crying. Moping over a lot. They've left something that they were working towards. Or maybe they've lost something they should have been working towards. Maybe they lost it because they weren't working towards it, and they weren't working on the spiritual self, they weren't working, maybe it could be God's with that love life card, but they won't, because this is about love. They focus more on those shadow aspects of self. They focus more on the 3D stuff rather than the higher perspective, the 5D stuff. Someone's priorities were all wrong, is what I'm getting. Their priorities were all wrong. Like, it doesn't matter what deck it is. The 5 of Cups shows 3 that's spilled. There's still an opportunity there with the 2 cups full, but somebody's not looking at something in the right way. They keep looking about what's gone in the past, what's lost, what got spilled, what got ruined, and keep focusing on the past. This is somebody's present moment, because they're not living in the present moment. So how the fuck can any of us think about the 2 of Cups in the future if we're sat in this energy? We can't be sat in this 5 of Cups energy. Someone here is sat in that 5 of Cups energy. Someone is very emotional about the past and what's happened in the past, and the need to live in this present moment. They need to turn around and focus on those 2 cups that are still there, because that is like a soulmate. The 2 cups. The 2 of Cups is a soulmate. It's a very healing connection. If someone that's meant to be with someone, that's what the 2 of Cups is. But somebody's so focused about the 3 cups that were spilled, that like the 3 cups is the third party. Someone's focused about something that got ruined. We have, just let me know. We have the Hierophant here at the end. You're going to want to say, like, look at this. God, I've never even got that for that, but I just caught His Judgment Day. This is it's not even the Judgment card, but look what God is doing. This is the higher power. He has a whip there, and He has 2 people before Him. So it does feel like there's Judgment Day for somebody for not doing the right thing. And obviously this is definitely a spiritual judgment, because we have spiritual religion, we have Munkanon, and we have biblical. So somebody is being judged by the divine. Someone hasn't been doing that work itself. Somebody's definitely getting some form of a punishment. Somebody is definitely, feels to me, like this talks about like a spiritual leader or a spiritual teacher that is before God here, that has not done the work. Has not done the work with that biblical. You can see him working hard. This person has not done. Somebody here has not done the work. God had a whip in his hand, so somebody has definitely failed a test in the eyes of God. Right. Could be dealing with a Taurus with that. Hierophant doesn't have to be. Oh. And we have a Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, female. That's the 3 of Cups. That's the 3 of Cups. Someone keeps repeating a cycle there of choosing this Queen of Wands as a third party, and it keeps just getting destroyed because it's not meant to be. It's not something that's fated. It's spilled. Those 3 cups are spilled over. There is something here quite dark with that Devil card. Could be someone else, or could be this Queen of Wands. But somebody definitely didn't do the right thing. Someone definitely didn't pray, go within. Someone didn't use maybe even their spiritual gifts to see that the devil was there within someone. Do you know what I mean? Someone didn't use their awareness. Somebody wasn't enlightened with that candle. They weren't enlightened enough. Somebody definitely went on a track here which was the wrong track for them. Everything spilled over. Everything spilled over here. So somebody now has 2 full cups in their hand, and they are ready. They are ready for, we have the Sun here at the end, so we could be dealing with Leo. Sorry, one sec. We could be dealing with Leo, but clearly don't fucking have to be. But the Sun talks about our happiness. Yeah, it talks about our children. It's like somebody really wants to be happy now. Somebody's had enough of this 5 of Cup energy that they've been in, or you know, this could be a Queen of Wands that's in it, or someone's been in this over a Queen of Wands. They have enough of this. Like, this is something that had to be worked out. That biblical card. It had to be worked out. I feel like this was the lesson that somebody kept failing. They didn't achieve it. Never, I kept saying, they didn't achieve something in the last lifetime, so they had to repeat it. This is a serious lesson here. Right, let's get 2 for scriber right there. Whoa. Check another one this side. Okay, and oh. So yeah, there's a lot of deception here. There's a lot of deception, 7 of Swords, a lot of lies, a lot of sneaky and tricky energy is what I want to say. I don't know why I want to say tricky, but I do. It feels like someone is trying to trick people, con people, manipulate people. There's a lot of deception. This person just thinks they're going to get away with what they've been doing to somebody or people or situation. Whoever's doing this is not going to get away with it. They're certainly not going to get away with it. The divine has been in this reading watching. Yeah, because there is some sort of a spiritual punishment there. So the 2 cards we have for scribe and writer is 2 of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords. So there's definitely a decision. Now it could be a decision that somebody's waiting for by letter, yeah, by paper, but maybe something legal. It doesn't really have to be. But there's some sort of truth, or maybe there's some sort of truth that's been written, or about to be written, or needs to be written. 21111, as I said that. Maybe someone is going to have this epiphany to be able to write something. Write some sort of truth. To not hold back and to speak the truth with that Ace of Swords. We have the 2 of Pentacles in this as well. So it's like, this could be a bit of player energy as well. Because someone may have like to juggle people. Maybe that's the truth that could be coming out, that somebody's been juggling multiple people, or... Because, oh, that's interesting. Somebody's been leading a double life. Somebody's been leading a double life. And that's what they've been juggling. Maybe their lower self, their higher self. Pretending to be spiritual, but living the devil life. Do you know what I mean? There's plenty of them out there like that. They're just spiritual wannabes, is what they are. But they're not ready to put that hard work and effort in. It's easy to go down a different path. That's much more easier. It's just the hand of Satan. But it feels like somebody's really had some epiphany. They've gained some sort of awareness of their ways. They know that they should have been more in a balanced state rather than juggling. Somebody wasn't very balanced. The yin yang is on his hat. Like somebody wasn't balanced. Somebody wasn't making a decision, or somebody was a bit all over the place. Right, let's get 2 for love life, please. 2 for love life. Whoa. Alright, read this energy here. Alright, so we have, for love life, we have the 3 of Swords and the 9 of Wands. Just not great energy. Not for the love. I thought we'd be going into something more lighter. So 3 of Swords, it has been a separation here between somebody and somebody that they love, which is very much heartbreaking. There is pain here. There has been some sort of 2, 3, 3, 3. Some sort of suffering here. Someone's very defensive, someone's very guarded and protecting themselves because they've been hurt by somebody. Because they've been hurt by somebody. Somebody definitely doesn't know who they can trust with their heart. Don't know who they can trust. Feels like someone's heart has been ripped out by somebody. Here in this situation, that's what left maybe in that 5 of Cups energy. Maybe they've done this to themselves. It's going to be different for all of you. Maybe someone broke their own heart by how they were behaving. Somebody got burnt. Mostly they got burnt by somebody. Now, the only person I have here is the Devil and the Queen of Wands. So you decide which one it is. Yeah, somebody really got burned here and broken and deceived. But we had the 7 of Swords talks about deceived. They was deceived. Somebody was deceived in love. Somebody was really deceived in love, and that's why they're so guarded. Because this is the one with wires, someone who's really gone through an awful lot. We have the 3 of Swords will tell you this person's gone through an awful lot. Somebody went through an awful lot in love. They've been deceived. They had their heart ripped out. They've been torn, broken and abusive is the words I'm getting. Absolute abuse. By somebody who was very Promiscuous, someone who is very deceptive. 7 of Swords could talk about cheating. So there was a lot of cheating here. There will be with the devil, lust, greed, sex, all those toxic ways. Queen of Wands is sitting there with a sour puss on her face. Like a sour puss on the face. Look at what's at the end though, so maybe all is not lost. We have the Lovers card, so we could be dealing with a Gemini here. We don't have to be. But the Lovers talks about perfect choice in love. So they were the perfect choice in love, and because this talks about choice between two, so somebody chose one, which is the Queen of Wands, that left them in a 5 of Cups energy, that broke them, stabbed them, hurt them, caused them an awful lot of pain, and now regarded against love. But there was the perfect person for you, the one that was meant to be for you. But somebody didn't choose this. And now it feels like this situation has come back around. That someone gets to choose this. Because this is what it is. It's the 2 of Cups. The 2 of Cups is not spilled. The love is not gone. There is love there. There's only 1 cup in that card, but this is the Lovers. So somebody's going to be choosing much more. Because Lovers talks about spiritual love, a very deep soul connection, one that goes for many lifetimes. Someone who you're predestined to be with. Somebody's predestined to be with someone here. And they chose the wrong option. Definitely went down a path of destruction with that Devil card there. When they did, because the Devil and the 5 of Cups, there's no doubt they went down a path of destruction where they were broken, cheated on, lied on, hurt. They had to separate from this person. 3 of Swords talks about separation after something very painful. So this Queen of Wands potentially, or this Devil Capricorn, potentially really hurt somebody here. And that's what they chose when there was a better offer there all along. So it feels like this better offer has come back around here. Someone knows what they have to do. Somebody could be reaching out to somebody here with that scribe in the love life. Somebody could be writing like an email or a message to somebody, or a letter. Hey ho, not all letters are gone. Because it feels like somebody wants to reconnect, is my sense. Somebody has been awoken. This talks about epiphany. When I see that flame in that candle, it talks about someone had some sort of enlightenment. We do have a candle in this wire as well. So somebody has been writing or maybe expressing about how they feel. Someone's coming forward to speak some sort of truth here, for sure. They want to speak some sort of truth. They want to open up about what they've gone through and why they're so guarded, maybe, and why they're so defensive and protective of their heart, because it's definitely been ripped out by somebody, for sure. Okay, so guys, I'm going to leave that there with you. Alright, I hope it helps. Don't forget to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so, and do the giveaway competition. That's all down below, and if you're looking for a private reading, that's there too. Guys, take care. I will see you later.